Welcome to Latricia Creates. I am Latricia. In today's video, we're going to cut and apply heat transfer vinyl using our Cricut machine. Let's take a look at the materials for this project. For this project, I'm going to use a pillow cover, HTV. This is Siser Easyweed, a weeding tool, my 12 by 24 green standard grip Cricut mat, my Cricut Maker. We need a heat source. I'm going to use this Cricut Easy Press 2 along with this pressing pad. We also need a Teflon sheet and a design. You ready? Let's make it. The first thing we're going to do is head over to Cricut Design Space to create our design. I'm in Cricut Design Space, ready to start my project. I'm going to go over to the top right, click on New Project. That's going to take us to the canvas. In the canvas, I'm going to go over to the left to the fourth one down to Shapes. Click on Shapes, grab a rectangle. I'm going to change the size of the rectangle. I want the rectangle to be 20 inches wide by 10 inches in height because that's the size of my pillow cover. I'm going to go up here, unlock the dimensions, and change them to 20 by 10. Now I'm going to change the color. I want it to be a cream color, something similar to the pillow cover that I have. That will work. Now I'm going to reduce it a little bit down to 50% and move it over some. The next thing I'm going to do is grab a text box. So I'm going to go back over to the left, click on text. I want to change the font. Recently, designbundles.net had their dollar deal sale, and I purchased a font bundle called Romantic Collection Font Bundle for $1. There's a font in that collection called Adelia Heart. I want to use that font, so I'm going to go up here to Fonts. I'm going to click on the drop-down arrow, go over to System, find the Adelia Heart font, which is the second font here. Now I'm ready to type out my text. Now I want to resize the text. I think that looks pretty good. Now what I want to do is go over to Images and find an image. I want to get a tree branch to add that in. See how that will look. I think I like this one. Let's try this. Click Add to Canvas. Don't really like that. I think I'll just leave it as is with just the text. I'm going to grab both the text and the rectangle. I'm going to align it by centering it horizontally. I think that'll work. Now I'm going to delete the rectangle. Go to the top right, click on Make It. Adjust this just a tad. It's saying that it's bigger than 11.5, which is fine because I'm using a 12 by 24 mat. I'm going to press OK. Now I'm going to press Continue on the bottom right. For the base material, I'm going to select Iron-On Heat Transfer Non-Cricut. It's reminding me to mirror the image, which I did forget to do. I want to go back, click on Mirror, and done. My fine point blade is already in the machine, so I'm going to head over to the machine to load the material onto the mat, then into the Cricut. I'm back at the craft table, ready to load my material onto the mat. When you load heat transfer vinyl or iron on, you want the shiny side to go down onto the mat with the matte side on the top. The reason we mirror the design is because the shiny side is actually the front. So once we cut it, when it's time to press it on, we're going to flip it over, then it'll be right side up. I hope that makes sense. It's all done. Let's unload it and get ready to weed it. I need to grab a pair of scissors to trim away some of this excess vinyl. Then I'll be ready to weed it. I got it cut. Now I'm ready to weed it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a little piece out this corner and then start weeding it. I have 2 tips for weeding heat transfer vinyl easily. The first tip is look at your design on the computer to make sure you weed out the correct pieces. The second tip is if you have a warm surface like a heat press or even a heated up heat pad, you can use that to make the process easier. But Siser Easyweed, it weeds pretty flawlessly. When you weed, you want to get all of the excess pieces off, whatever you don't want or need for your design. That's the reason I said to look at your design on the computer so you can see exactly what it is you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. HTV, it isn't sticky, but the carrier sheet is sticky. Now I need to weed out the inner pieces of the letters. Now the design is all weeded, I'm going to toss all this excess vinyl, heat up the press, grab the pillow cover, and I'll be right back. The press is ready to go. I have it heated up to 335 degrees for 15 seconds. What I'm going to do now is pre-press the pillow cover and actually knock some of these wrinkles out of here. Now I'm going to fold this in half to find the center. Do the same thing with the design, fold it in half to find the center. Since I have this little press, I have to press it in sections. Now I want to slowly peel it back to make sure everything stays down onto the pillowcase. I missed a spot right there. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to get my Teflon sheet and I'm going to press it down a second time. That looks pretty good. Now I need to stuff it. I tried to find a pillow form for it, but I was not successful. So I'm going to stuff it with polyfill and I'll meet you back to show you the final results. Here's a closer look at the final project. It's simple, yet beautiful. I enjoyed making this project. It was really easy to make. I hope you are able to make one as well. I also hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep creating.